this with us today. I'm going to be running a little original campaign that I've entitled The Witch of Briarcleft. These are my players. Please introduce yourselves and your characters.
Hi, yes, my name is Matthew Mercer, and today I'll be playing a female hairless Egyptian tabaxi rogue of the inquisitive nature with a little one level of fighter.
Hello, my name is Marisha Ray, and today I am going to be running Galinda the Lucky, who is a mountain dwarf cleric who worships the good lady luck herself, Timora.
Hi, I'm Julia Dennis. I'll be playing Annabella, and I'm a bard who talks serious trash.
I'm Tommy Walker. I'm playing Viros, who is a human fighter of noble blood and extreme masculinity and sexuality and charisma. That's important to know. All right.
I am Kate Welch. I am playing a dragonborn ranger named Kathra Dar, a copper dragonborn who is who's on the look for something.
Oh. All right. So yeah, like you.
She's got magic power.
Magic. All right, guys. So yeah, we're gonna jump right in here. You guys are an adventuring team. You've been hired by kind of a small, obscure boss. You've never really heard from these people before. They're from a small community called Twin Lakes Passage, and you know that they live off right on the edge of a kind of untraversed forest called Briarcleft. The people who have contacted you are named Jasper and Callie Mitchell, and they have told you that a young 12-year-old girl has gone missing about a week ago, and they are afraid that she got lost in the woods where they know that there's a witch that lives there, and they would like you to come and see if you can find her and rescue her. So, you camped outside of where you, on your way towards Briarcleft, and in the morning, you walk down and you find that you have come to the passage. And it really is a Twin Lakes passage. You can see that there's one lake off to the west and one lake to the east, and they kind of flow around the forest in the back, and they've made their settlement right in this passage between the two lakes. The other thing that you notice about this town is that they seem to have really built it into the landscape, so that it's very hard to see from any other angles unless coming right at the front. And they've taken great care to be very zero waste. You even see that they've dug into the ground and their roofs have been covered in soil, so the grass can go right up over the top. There's lots of gardens and composting, and everyone seems kind of very, dressed very simply. So you have entered Briarcleft.
This community is quite green conscious.
I don't see any maidens. I'm bored.
Perhaps we should just keep moving on? Keep moving through? Do we need anything here? I don't know if we do.
What else?
I don't know.
And we're looking for Jasper and Callie Mitchell. These are the ones who have sent for us.
Yes.
Okay. Who do we see?
In here, you see that there's a couple of houses and huts. You do see a few people walking around. They're kind of looking at you. You can tell they're not used to strangers. This is a very out-of-the-way place.
I stare back intently.
The smaller of the two couple literally runs away and disappears somewhere into some tall grass.
No, I'm very charming. Come back. You'll see. Oh, well.
The taller woman, a woman walks over and she says, you wouldn't happen to be the adventurers that were sent for, would you?
Yeah, no, we.
She's hilarious.
That's a yes.
That's a yes.
That's a yes.
Oh.
Are you Callie?
I'm not. No, Callie lives 3 houses down the path. You should talk to her.
All right, then let us go.
And I kind of push her out of the way. Make my way straight to the third house.
As we walk by, Catherine's like, I am so sorry, but she's this hulking dragonborn too, so it's not better. It's like, I'm really sorry about this.
She faints on the spot. On the ground, in the dirt.
Maybe she has a cat allergy. It's very
True.
Very humid.
Loot the body.
Yes.
Go for it. Go for it. You want to loot it?
Yeah.
roll
What you
it.
got? What you got? What do you?
Hey, I mean, investigation and perception.
I have sleight of hand too.
Go for which, I mean, you don't need it. But
Okay. All right. It's a 16.
16, great. You notice she has no money. She does have like a bushel of carrots in this one side of her bag, so you're welcome to take the carrots. She has a handkerchief.
How many carrots?
There's a bushel, like six carrots.
6 carrots.
6 carrots. Add that to your equipment.
I take all the.
You said there was a handkerchief?
There's a handkerchief, yes.
Ooh, is there anything on the handkerchief?
It has like embroidered lace edges. Looks like it's handmade.
Look at this. I bet it's lucky. I bet it means something.
I bet
It's
it
got
does.
lace on it.
Do you want it?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
Puts it in my shirt. It's a good
Wonderful.
sign from the Lady Timora.
This bodes well. Yes.
It's good.
Looting the innocent bystander.
Yes, great.
Love it. All right.
It's a sign.
As they busied themselves
Yes.
robbing the first person they came across, who so nicely gave us correct directions, Dolas
Yes.
approaches the house that we're guided towards, and just generally, is it you said it's a hut? Does it have an actual door?
It does. It has a door. Again, it looks like it's been made with like pieces of bark that have been kind of like nailed together.
I reach out my claws and just slowly scrape them across the wood instead of knocking.
Oh, that's
You have to cause
lovely.
property damage. That
I
is so
don't
much.
think you have the right to argue right now.
All right.
We do actually. There's no law against it.
The door opens a crack.
Watch out!
Slam
Just
shut.
kidding. Did you see her jump?
Door slams shut at the noise, as well as the visage of a very large hairless cat man.
Cat lady.
Cat lady. I'm sorry. Cat lady. Yes, cat lady.
I would like to gently knock on the door and say that we come in peace and we're in search of a small girl and we believe that you hired us to help you.
The door opens again. She looks out and she says, "Oh, of course, the adventurers. Yes. Oh, well, I've never done this before. You'll have to pardon me.
It's the first
That's
time
okay.
for everything,
Exactly.
my love.
Yes, we don't get such interesting people here.
Don't worry, I'll be gentle.
All right.
What?
Please, do come in. Please, do come in. Jasper, please put the tea on. You enter the hut. It's very small, really just a bed and a small sort of wooden stove. Her husband, Jasper, is sort of both middle-aged humans. He does start to make some tea. She says, "I can't thank you enough for coming, and I regret to say, I only feel it's fair to say that we have not much to offer here. We do not use currency here in Twin Lakes Passage. However, the community is so distressed at the loss of Aurora that they have brought out all of their heirlooms, things that are very valuable to them, and they would offer them to you as payment."
What kind of heirlooms?
Oh, well, we have some lovely things. As you know, many of the people in town create their own handiwork. So we have a wonderful set of armor, leather armor that has been handcrafted and adorned. We have some daggers. We have a beautiful journal, a painting done by our very own Mr. Hewitt. He's very, very good. You'll see him. He's got the big hair.
Raise my hand.
Yes.
Kind of just lean forward from the back of the group of them as they're all listening. Say,
Would you mind saying what the subject of this painting is?
Oh, well, it would be of the Twin Lakes. He very much likes to do landscapes of our own forest. Not everyone's an art fan, I understand. All right. Perhaps you'd be interested. We have a beautiful necklace.
Show me.
She pulls it out, and it appears to be made of silver, and it has almost like a mica kind of flaky, but like opalescent kind of gem on it.
That will suffice.
She goes, "Oh, good. I'm so happy to have made you happy."
I'll take the landscape, though.
Oh, wonderful. Yes, and Mr. Hewitt's a very talented artist.
There you go.
Are you wearing it?
I've got the landscape on my back.
So be it.
It'll be a great guide. You know, if we need it for a point of reference, it's great.
Okay.
She's right. It's
Good.
could be a map.
Could be a map.
very well.
Could be something.
Be a map.
She says, so I'm so pleased that you made it here safely. Something else to tell you, we have heard rumors that where the witch lives in the forest is an old ruined elven city, and there could possibly be treasure there. We're not sure, but you are welcome to anything that you find. We have no claim to the woods.
What was the last circumstances in which you saw Aurora alive?
Yes. Well, Aurora oftentimes goes for walks in the perimeter of Briarcleft Forest. We've often warned her against it. It is a very dangerous place to go. But you see, Aurora has a history with the forest. When she was an infant, there was a great fire deep in the forest, and we sent a troop in to investigate, and only one of them returned. Unfortunately, those that perished were both of her parents, being orphaned very young.
Blast.
Yes, it was a terrible tragedy. However, two kindly sisters that live here, they took her in and have raised her with kindness as one of their own. However, of course, she has been curious about what happened to her parents, and so often takes these walks, although we have all warned her against them. About a week ago, she did not return from one of these walks. Now, we don't know much about the forest. All we know is what that one survivor brought back, and his brain is badly addled after the trauma. But he did mention a witch, and so this is why we are so concerned.
Oh, what's the name of that survivor? Is he still around?
Yes, Bernard. You can find him in the town square. He sits on a bench and he watches the world go by, but very few of us have ever been able to get anything out of him.
We'll see about that.
If you can, we would be amazing to have Bernard back into our community.
Do you have a description of Aurora?
Yes, she's 12 years old, long blonde hair, a very nice girl. Like I said, she's been raised by the Bright-Tree sisters. They live on the other side of town. They've made their home in a very lovely cave kind of built into the cliffside on that side.
As she's giving this information, I'm just looking very intensely for facial tics, physicality, and even keeping an eye on Jasper and what he's doing in the background. Does everything seem kosher and up front?
Yeah, make an insight check.
First roll of the game.
Second, technically.
Second roll of the game.
Second, technically.
First roll of the game, not rolling an innocent, though. 19.
19. They seem on the up and up. They do seem nervous. And you're pretty sure that's because this is a very scary new situation for them.
After leaning forward just a little bit too awkwardly, I lean back to the rest of the group.
Checks out.
Listen to the cat lady.
Jasper brings the tea and sets it out in front of you. He says, "Oh, this is my own a ginger root tea. I hope that you like it."
Oh, delightful.
Cool. Yeah. Do we want to make sure this?
Just
Oh, it's great.
go ahead sipping then.
Jasper is about to say something. Callie goes, "No."
Do you have any ale? Not to be rude.
Oh no, we produce everything here ourselves. We do not make any ale.
Oh, well. All right.
Delicious. Well, shall we go check out this Bernard?
Sure.
You said he's in the town square.
Yes, he'll be sitting on a bench there. We do our bartering in town squares. As you know, here we don't use any currency, and so we trade the things that we can grow and make for whatever we need.
How much is? And this is just top of my head.
Yes.
How much is 6 carats worth?
6 carats. You could probably, someone could make you a fine handkerchief with that. I know that Lucy is making some very fine handmade leaf paper.
Well, leaf paper.
Yes, she would gladly trade you some leaf paper
I
for
mean-
6 carats.
All right. Okay.
Yeah, I would
Is
note
Lucy?
Lucy, yes.
Lucy, the leaf paper maker.
Lucy, the leaf
Excellent.
paper.
Okay.
Need to meet her.
All right. I don't think leaf paper is a euphemism for what you think it is.
Oh. Sorry. Oh, well. Sure, she's very nice anyway. All right, so. The sooner we get to a place that has some ale and Bernard, the better I'll be.
Thank you both for your time.
Yes, thank you.
And I leave.
And I wait
Yes.
and say, I'm really sorry about her.
Meanwhile, your horns are like clanging everything on their roof.
On the ceiling.
Yeah, all the herbs are falling down. She goes, it's all right. Just careful.
Yeah,
please."
good. Sorry about these two. Okay, bye.
I leave as well.
All right.
After a dolas.
Yeah, I'm with you.
All right,
I'm looking
everyone's
at your
down to
painting, looking to see where the town
Do you see
square is.
anything? I can be like a navigator. You just tell me where to go.
Sure, it sounds like a plan. Seems intelligent enough.
Sounds like it.
Yeah.
So you make it to the town square, and again, you do see there's half dozen people, and they're sort of just chatting, and every once in a while they do exchange something. And yes, sitting on a bench is an older man. He sits with his fingers crossed over his chest, and he just sort of looks like he's looking out into space.
Hey, look at that man looking out into space. Maybe it's him.
Someone else talk to him before I do.
Yeah, that's probably wise.
Yeah, can I use a cutting words to like help him feel more relaxed with us?
No, cutting words would do something else.
He's like, hey, idiot.
Cutting.
Bardic inspiration.
You can give an ally bardic inspiration
Nope. Don't
to
want to do that.
To whoever's
communicate
talking with them.
Yeah.
Yeah, to whoever's talking with him.
Well, I vote not me, so.
Yeah.
I think I'm
Why?
just going to talk to him. Because I'm a human, and everyone here is horrible. I mean, not horrible, but like, loud. Yeah. No, you're not. You guys are at a 10, and
Just get
I'm
it out
at
in
like
the
a
open.
1 and
It's
a
all
half. Okay. I'm
Now
just
we know
going to
what
like
to do.
take a seat, and I actually took some of that ginger tea from the house.
Okay.
And I'm just going to slide it over. And I'm
Before you leave, I'm gonna pull out the handkerchief. I'm gonna say, here, in case he gets a little teary. Here, I'm gonna.
warm it up.
There you go. It's lucky.
Okay,
And
perfect.
I cast guidance on you,
Ooh.
which means you have an extra D4 on an ability check for 1 minute.
Okay. So I sit down with him, I give him the tea, and I say, can you tell me about your experience with the witch?
Weird streams of words come out, but none of them seem to make sense, none of them seem to make sense, and his eyes get a little teary and wide and red, and you can see that he's starting to tremble.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
What does that indicate? Is he all right? Man, get a hold of yourself. No.
Can I use a healing word?
You can, yes.
Okay, I'd like to do that.
Okay.
I ask him again.
So you'll roll, essentially you're going to give him like hit points in case he's been
Yes.
reduced for some reason.
So I'm rolling a d20.
D4.
No, D4 to
D4.
see how many you will. That's a 6.
6? Right here, 4.
I can count.
Hey, we've all been there.
Yep.
Here is my 4.
You
got it, you had it.
They'll
Here,
get it.
Point T1.
Here we go. Little couch up.
Four.
And then you get to add your spellcasting modifier.
Perfect.
Or your level.
That's a charisma bonus.
It's just a charisma.
Yeah. So 4.
Plus 4, so 8.
Not bad.
You do see that he kind of stills, but he isn't coming out of it.
Can I kneel in front of him and try to do some kind of, I don't know what it would be, something to calmly speak to him and say, like, we're friends, and all we want to know is how to rescue this little girl who has been kidnapped by this witch, and you might have information that can help her.
Yeah, make a persuasion.
Sure. I got nothing. 14.
14. He sort of looks up, and it's the first time he's locked eyes with anyone. And you see a single tear kind of runs down his cheek, and he says, Aurora?
Yes, her, yes.
He reaches out and puts a hand on your shoulder. He says, look up, my dear. Look up.
I look up.
You see nothing.
Okay. Hey, look up.
Okay. Now what?
Nothing?
I mean, I don't see anything but sky. Is it? Look, okay.
Fine, yeah.
Shouldn't look directly into the sun. It's not healthy.
Oh, thank you.
You can see you're losing him a little bit again. He's drifting back.
Oh, no.
What? Look up. Where do you want me to look? Where is up? Is it in the woods?
Yes, he turns and he points into the dense, dense thicket of the woods.
Okay. All right.
Well,
Thank you. Thank you.
Bernard. That's his name, isn't it?
He's sort of
It is-
starting to close off again
Okay.
into himself.
Okay.
In looking at him, does it seem like he's sharing all the information he can? Is this an act, possibly?
Insight.
Well, that's what I do. That is an 18.
Yeah, you think he's got more that he could say, but clearly there's something. You think he's frightened. He's too frightened to really express everything that he remembers.
Don't know
trauma.
if that's my specialty.
What if I intimidate him even more until he listens?
That's my specialty.
Yeah, I mean, should we just take him?
What if I just threaten him?
I don't think you.
No?
I feel like you're missing something here.
Guys, yeah,
You know.
should we just fight him?
I was, man,
Put him on your
I'm getting
back.
annoyed. I will say that. On the cusp.
you know, I feel like Annabella is really like the sweetest of us. So just be calm. Just you got like a nice gentle touch.
I do, but in this situation, I'm wondering if we should just strap him to Viros's back, head into the woods, and see where he freaks out the most and look at the tree.
I love it.
Kind of interesting.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Been waiting for something strapped to my back. Let's go.
We got you with Bernard, me with my landscape. Nothing can go wrong.
I love it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Let's do it.
Love
Let's
it.
take
All right.
him.
All right, come on, Bernard.
I was calm.
Come here.
Oh boy.
If I take him, get up there. I've got him in a sumo.
As you grab him, he starts shaking even more violently.
I've got him. I've got him. Wait a minute. Hold on. Let me put him down again. Get a grip, man. Not on me. What is this guy's problem? Cat lady, anything?
For the first time in all the time that you've been working with the Dolas, you see a smile. Just enjoying the chaos.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll get him back up there. Let's head to the woods.
Oh, man.
You've already committed.
Yeah.
I have.
All the way.
Get the hell over here. Come on. Come on. All right, I've got him. I've got him in a fireman's
Wait,
carry.
no.
He's not going anywhere.
Can I put him to sleep? Can we give him some chloroform?
Oh, yeah.
Let's go.
I like
Put him to sleep.
Put him out. Go on. Come
Roll
on.
your sleep.
All right. He's going.
It's 5D.
Nighty night.
Knock him out, please. He's drooling on my shoulder.
Use that hanky I gave you. It's lucky.
5 times for that.
Okay.
One. Add it together.
All right, I got a 2,
Come on.
7, 3,
9,
3,
15,
2,
17.
Yeah.
17. He immediately falls asleep.
There we go.
and we're off. Into the woods. Into the woods.
All right.
As Viros lifts him up, I go ahead and pull a scarf out and just tie it around his mouth so he can't make any noise once he
scream.
wakes up.
That's good. That's
Thank
good.
you.
Can I go
Yeah.
through his pockets?
You've already got carrots. What more does anyone need?
You can absolutely go through his pockets, make an investigation check.
We're the best heroes ever.
I'm sorry, 12.
A 12. A lot of lint. A lot of lint. Almost like he's been collecting.
How much lint?
I would say like a good like 2 balls of lint, like one from a pocket.
Two balls?
proper
Two,
balls.
like,
of
nice
lint.
balls.
That's the,
Like, really like PG-13 balls. Yeah. That'll be it.
the common Forgotten Realms unit of lint
Exactly,
is the
of
ball.
lint is the ball.
We got 2 balls.
A unit of lint. All right. Heard that one before. What?
I think as long as you are carrying him,
Yeah.
we're probably going to have to do constitution checks or something for exhaustion.
Me?
He is a full-on man.
Come on.
He's a full-on.
He's a
man.
full-on man with 2 balls of lint.
Yeah, no, I'm fine.
Twice the man, though. He's told me several times.
He is.
I roll a.
We'll do 20.
So a
20.
Constitution saving throw.
Yeah.
We'll just do it every hour or so, something like
Okay.
that. Just to make sure you're fine.
12 plus 5, 18.
You're okay.
That's 17.
No problem. He's pretty frail, you know,
18.
12
old
plus
dude.
5?
Yes.
Okay.
18? All right, sweetheart.
It's Viros. Come on. It's character. Come on, it's character.
Sorry.
18.
Who's taking point to scout into the forest for us?
I'll take point. That way you guys can look at my landscape. Just tell me which direction to go.
Wait, just slow down. I'm
What?
trying to focus on one spot.
I'm sorry. Sorry.
Oh, it's fantastic.
I am a ranger, so
Yes.
I can do some scouting.
You can do some
I
scouting?
also want to remove myself as much as possible from this whole situation.
I I'd like to actually stealth off the path that they're on with my short swords out and just keeping an eye in the vicinity so
Okay.
nothing ambushes us.
So as you approach kind of the forest, it's sort of dense, sort of low brush. As you get closer, you see that the thickets are thorny and very, very thick. So much so that these just little carving paths are available to you. The canopy above is very dark, so the whole forest you can't see much further than 20, 30 feet.
Does anyone here have night vision? Do you have night vision?
I do.
Can you go in the front? Sure. Cool.
You have night vision.
Yeah.
You do have night, and
You
you
go
are in
in
the
the
front.
All right. I also have Lady Timora on my side.
Yeah.
Nothing
So,
can
but
stop me.
Scouter, where do you want to be in this?
I don't have dark vision, so I will. I guess I'm sticking near them, at least so I can hear them crashing through these branches.
Okay.
So I know where they are.
So yeah, you see that there are these very sort of distinct paths. Right at the front of where the thickets get really thick, you do notice on the floor there's a little cairn. There's sort of a large rock with a little medium rock placed on top of it.
Pick up the rock, the top one. Anything happen?
Nope, just a regular old rock.
It's just a regular old rock.
Right.
Yeah.
Do we hear anything?
You don't. If anything, it actually feels like the forest is so dense that there's kind of a hush. It's very quiet. The canopy up above is misty and wet and moist. Same word.
Can I get down close and inspect the rocks to see if there's any sort of carvings or markings on them?
Yeah, investigation.
That would be 14.
No carvings.
This may be some kind of trail marker. Like this might be the way that we know that we're on the right path to wherever this elven city is. That's my guess.
All right.
I feel like witches like stacking rocks too.
They do.
What is that with witches?
It's a weird stereotype.
It really
that
is.
just is true.
The rock stack.
The rock stack.
Yeah.
All right, before we go any further, just because do you hear how quiet it is?
It's fantastic.
It's super unnerving.
Really? What?
I don't know. I don't like it.
You don't like it?
Yes. I mean, I like hearing your mouth chatter about her. That makes me more comfortable.
Well, thank you. Yeah, there's
Yeah.
more where that came from.
Oh, God.
Not the
All
time,
right.
sorry.
I'm going to cast Pass Without a Trace on everybody.
Ooh, yeah.
Nice.
Yeah.
So everyone has plus 10 to their stealth checks
Thank
going
you.
forward.
How long is that? 10 minutes?
I think that lasts like an hour, right? Let me check. 1 hour.
Nice.
Yeah.
Nice.
Okay.
Right, so let's progress a bit quieter, if you don't mind.
Can I do a survival check to see if I can find any? I think I can actually use primeval awareness to see if I can detect any animals nearby.
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't know if
You just open your awareness.
yeah,
right? It's just a
I
thing.
think so. Yeah.
It's a thing you can do.
That's I just do it.
Yeah. I mean.
Sorry, nope.
Nope.
Just kidding.
Okay.
That's not for beasts. Nope. That's non-beasts. So survival check if you don't
Just
mind.
a survival check to
Yeah.
see if there's animals around.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
for it.
That's only a 9.
Only a 9? Yeah, you don't really sense anything nearby, although that in itself is a little strange.
Yeah.
You don't see any squirrels or anything running around.
Okay. Okay.
Cool.
And is the canopy so thick that the daylight is not penetrating it, or is it actually night?
It's dim.
Okay.
We're going to say dim light. Most of you can see, but just not very far.
Okay.
So things will have pop out, about 30 feet in front of you.
Okay.
How deep are we in the forest at this point?
You're still just at the beginning. Because I'll want a marching order as you go forward. Because this is a very, very narrow little cut through these thickets, unless you want to try and go through the thickets. Thorny thickets.
No.
Thorny briars.
You know, the more you describe it, the more I think we should.
It's real intense. to be honest.
Super inviting.
Yeah.
Well, I don't mind taking points. You know?
Okay.
I've got Lady Luck.
Yep. You do.
I do.
I'll never come back to bite it.
I'll be right behind her.
Okay. Who wants to go next?
Put you next, Sam.
Yeah, me.
You.
Annabella.
All right, Annabella.
If you don't mind, I'll go behind them.
Virus with Bernard on toe there.
I'll take up the rear.
The rear. Okay. Now sleep lasts 10 minutes.
Lasts a minute. I
Just
believe.
a minute. All right.
Okay.
Yeah,
He's up.
good old Bernard has woken up. However, when he wakes up, he seems, and the way he's been sort of swaddled into this little backpack of yours,
There you are.
he seems kind of okay.
All right. Viros has got you.
You know, he's kind of looking around. He can see the view, and if he's doing all right. He's not screaming.
It's a very maternal sensation.
yeah.
You know, being
Kind
just wrapped up.
Walked around. It's
I've
all
got
good.
you.
He's happy.
Like fatherhood suits you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah. Should think about it sometime.
Okay, I'll think about it now.
All right.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Thank you for that.
Yeah. Glad to provide.
Yeah.
All right, you walk for about 10 minutes. Then you come to where the paths split. There are 3 ways you can go. You can go right, you can go forward, you can go left. Sitting on the floor are 2 cairns. There's one with a medium rock and a large rock and a medium rock on top of it. And then to the right of that, another medium rock with a small rock on top of it.
Do we have enough room to all be in a single file line so he can turn around and show
To show
the
Bernard?
human baby?
Oh, yeah.
Which way
Yeah,
to go?
there's a little clearing where these cairns are.
Okay, will you show him?
Hey, look at the rock stack, man.
You get
Which is-
get nothing out of Bernard.
Bernard.
Great.
No.
Oh, what were the sizes of the rocks the first time that we saw it? Was it
Large
medium and small?
and
Or-
Large and medium. So this is a large and a medium next to a medium and a small.
oh,
I say we go large, medium.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Consistent, eh?
Yeah.
So you're gonna go left.
Yes.
Yeah.
All right.
Go left.
Lead on, burly one.
Look at that painting go.
You walk another 10 minutes. You see another little cairn in a clearing that has 3 directions: right, straight, or left. This time it is a large rock with a medium rock on top of it and a small rock in front of it.
Does anyone here speak rock?
I could try and charm person the rock. Tell me where to go and rock.
The rock
Do you think
says
that would work?
nothing.
That was my idea. So.
This is another 3-way split.
This is another 3-way split.
And this cairn is next to which path?
It's right in the center of this clearing.
Oh, so it's not indicating any path.
It's not indicating any
Oh,
path.
bummer.
Right in the center, there's a large with a medium, like you're used to seeing, and then a small rock in front of it.
In front of it.
Ask the rock.
So there's obviously there's a right, there's a straight, there's a left, and then there's your way back.
Oh. I see.
Oh, I see. So we should go down the center one?
I think so. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Cool,
Oh
cool, cool.
no, she has that look.
She does.
I know that look.
Foreshadowing.
Ah.
Okay. Let's go.
All right.
All right,
We going?
you go down that path. You see the same symbol again 10 minutes later, the same cairn setup.
Do we just go in a circle?
Uh-oh.
Does it look like the exact same place or just the same cairn?
Make a perception check.
Oh, boy.
Nope. 6.
Yeah, you don't know. Everything, it's all green and leaves and thickets. It's all kind of the same stuff. So it's hard to tell, if this is the exact same place or not.
Okay.
Could just flip a coin.
Can you drop a carrot?
Yes.
Drop a carrot, and can we do it again and see if it's a circle?
That's
But
a good idea.
I break it in half because I don't
Okay.
want to drop the whole carrot.
Okay, so you drop a piece of carrot.
Very thrifty of you.
5.5 carrots.
Okay, 5. I don't know how much loose paper you can get for that. You're losing leaf paper
We're gonna
very
find out
rapidly.
different.
Pointing.
So you continue down the
Yes.
straight path again. You go another 10 minutes. You see the same cairn.
Great.
No carrot.
Progress.
It has been 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
That's enough time for someone to come eat our carrots.
Someone could eat.
That's flaw in our plan. Curse this.
Fucking bunny rabbits.
That's the one.
That's the one.
That is the one.
Yeah.
And it was
true.
worth it.
Yeah,
Okay, I'll drop. God, no.
No,
Point.
don't do another carrot.
You don't think so?
No, because if we didn't hear any creatures, but that carrot's gone, something ate it,
Or it's a new.
or it's a new place.
Okay.
So if you're gonna do anything, I think we need to mark it. And I got makeup, so let's just go ahead and color one of the rocks in my red lipstick.
Nice.
Okay.
Okay. Wonderful. No one.
And I
will eat that.
didn't use much of the lipstick. We're all good for makeovers later.
But how pretty is the rock now?
The rock is gorgeous. If it could talk, it would say, "I'm fabulous."
How much does Viros like this rock?
I mean, I'm looking at it. I feel like there's a connection, but I didn't want to jump the gun.
for the rock. Viros does not like this rock.
Oh, I was being sarcastic. I can do that too. Very talented. I don't know.
So where are you going? You going forward again?
Try
Yeah.
this again.
Let's
All
go
right,
again.
Yeah,
So you're going forward another 10 minutes. You reach a clearing, the same rock setup, no lipstick.
Okay, so this is our 4th same rock situation,
Yeah.
correct? Since we've begun.
Yes.
So it seems like we're going the right way then.
Maybe.
It's a way.
It's also witch's forest, so this could be some kind of enchantment.
Yeah. What if we go backwards? I don't know.
I'm getting tired of Bernard on my shoulder. I really want to beat something up and not him. Let's go. We're doing well, I think. No?
Let's back up. Try it once, see if there's a change. If not, we just trudge on ahead like we were.
Yeah, well,
Just
come on,
10
Bernard.
minutes.
10 minutes. All right.
All right, so you're going backwards.
Do the reverse.
You
Come
go
on.
10 minutes back, you see a rock with lipstick on it.
Oh.
Okay.
All right. There we are.
Right. Okay, so
On
keep
the-
going.
So 10 minutes forward.
There we are.
Same cairn, no lipstick, no carrot.
Okay.
Where do you want to go now?
Do you have any eyeshadow?
Yes. We have a lot of things.
Okay.
Yeah, we got shadow.
Yeah. Let's put some eyeshadow on this rock.
Okay.
Never thought you'd say that sentence, did you?
All right. I have done a smoky eye on the rock. And forward we go.
You put those two rocks together, and now Vera says something
Super
alive.
attractive.
Those rocks are looking mighty fine.
You walk forward, about 3 minutes in, dead end.
Perfect. Back we go.
Right, yeah.
Back we go.
Back you go.
Smoky
Maybe-
eye rock.
Back
It
to
should have
Smoky
been
Eye
a
Rock.
different shade for the rock.
Dead end.
know.
Dead end for surezies. Like, can I do a
Yeah,
perception
go ahead and make
or
a
anything?
perception.
Okay.
Good call.
Thank you. We'll see. 12.
12. Yeah, you don't see any other way through the thicket.
Okay.
What is above us still? The canopy?
The canopy, again, very kind of foggy. There's like a low-hanging mist in amongst the trees.
Does there appear to be any differences between the right and left path?
No, again, it's all thickets
So
and
thick.
trees, and it's all green and, mossy.
How tall are you?
Big. I think I'm probably like 7 feet tall.
And like strong.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Can I hop on her shoulders just real quick to see if I can see anything through this fog?
Up to her.
Do you mind?
Oh yeah. Go for it.
Take a little climb?
Yeah. Why not? How tall are you?
I am 5'9".
Wow.
Oh,
So,
Amazing.
hello.
so tall.
I'm on the shoulders.
Okay, you're up on the shoulders.
Do I see anything?
Yeah, I mean, from here you can see, again, about the 30 feet that you can see, that these paths, they continue off into the woods.
There's no light coming anywhere.
Not
There's no
particularly.
clearing of fog.
No.
There's no birds.
You do not see any birds, no.
All right, I'm coming down.
Okay.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
For your assistance.
Yep.
Interesting.
Should we take a left?
I think
Like-
we have to.
Back 10 minutes and take a hard left.
So you're back to Smoky Eye Rock.
We're at Smoky Eye
And
Rock.
you're gonna go left?
Hey, Smoky
Yeah.
Eye Rock, how have you been? Me, I'm fine. No, I've been carrying this. Oh, sorry. I'll talk to her another time. We've got a mission. Sorry.
You hit another dead end. Although at this point, you hear Bernard starting to chuckle.
Is that him laughing? I will beat you soundly. What, Bernard?
Okay.
What are you laughing for?
Bernard reaches in his breast pocket where you previously did not check and hands you a little piece of paper.
Interesting.
That should have invested in better lead.
You should have.
Should have. Glad he thinks that this whole maze thing is funny.
What's he laughing? Getting offended?
It's all right.
I just have a thing with Bernard. He's been on my shoulders for a long time. I'm resenting it.
You might
Do you feel like you're making up for a missing leg day the other day, though? You know?
You
Get a
know me
good-
well.
I do. I know your workout schedule.
Man,
Yeah.
you're really intuitive.
Yeah.
Got me figured right out.
Did you drink a protein shake this morning?
How did you know? No, come on.
All right.
This is uncanny.
You told me to be diet buddies, all right?
I did.
We're in this together.
Thank you.
He laughs and he reaches in his breast pocket and he pulls out this piece of paper, which he hands to you.
Nobody look at it. Oh. Oh, Bernard is taking pity on us. Okay. Okay. So, which one do we see in front of us right now?
You see
Large Smoky Eye Rock?
when Smoky Eye Rock is a large rock with a medium rock on top of it and a small rock in front of it.
Okay. Then we need to go backwards. Thank you, Barnard. Bernard? Barnard.
Bernard.
Right. Tell him I said thank you.
Bernard. Carther says thank you. I think he heard me.
All right. So we need to go backwards. This
Okay.
is Bernard has given us a very explicit key to solving this maze because he thinks we are idiots, and he is correct.
Well, 1 out of 5 anyway. I'll claim that.
All right. So we go back.
You go back. Eyeshadow rock, it has this little piece. You go back one, you find
Lipstick rock.
your lipstick rock.
Same configuration.
Same configuration. You
Back
go back.
one.
You see a little piece of carrot on the
Yep.
ground.
And this-
Same configuration.
Back one.
Back one. Here, you're back at the start.
Yes.
You see a large rock with a medium rock on top of it, and to the right, a medium rock with a small rock on top of it.
We go right.
Do we have to give these rocks makeovers too? Is that where we messed up?
We don't have to,
I
but
mean, if you can make them look anything like Smoky Eye Rock, I mean.
Did you pick up your carrot? You seem quite
yes.
three.
Oh,
All right,
yeah,
so drop the
definitely,
carrot at this
definitely.
rock.
Okay.
Let's go.
Okay, I dropped the carrot.
Good job.
You're right.
Maybelline National Forest. Smoky Eye Rock.
Tell you what,
fair.
can't get it out of my head. Anyway.
All right, you go right. You go right for 10 minutes.
Yes.
Another clearing with a three-way fork. Here you see that first cairn, so a large rock with a medium rock on top of it.
A large rock with a medium. That just says on trail.
Yeah.
So we go on trail.
We keep going, I guess?
I guess. Yeah.
Continuing right?
Yeah. Oh, yes. Continuing right. Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
You go right. You now see a large rock with a medium rock on top of it and a third rock on top of that.
Forward.
You go forward one?
Yes.
Okay, great. Next, you see a large rock with a medium rock. Next to it, there is a large rock with a medium rock and a small rock to the left.
Left.
You go left.
Yes.
You go left, 10 minutes.
Yes.
You see another of that very basic configuration, a large rock with a medium.
Left.
Left again?
Yes.
Large rock with a medium.
Left.
Left again. All right. You now see a large rock with a medium rock and a smaller rock and an even smaller rock on top. Pile of 4 rocks.
Bernard.
White cop.
What's this one? Write it.
Bernard. All right. Bernard points to the center one here.
Oh, okay. Thanks. Thank you, Bernard.
And then he says,
Oh. Okay.
doesn't say he draws.
Thank you, Bernard.
Shaking hand.
You're incredible.
He's very helpful for all the terrible
Stop.
things we've done to him.
I'm starting to like you, Bernard. I
Like
feel a
man
deep
who can
connection.
forgive.
Forward.
Forward. You go forward. Regular old rock, large with a medium.
Forward.
Forward.
Again.
Oh my God. The paths open up and there's a clearing ahead of them. However, in this clearing, you see ropes that are strung across in like a zigzag formation. They are attached to the ground and then go all the way up into the canopy, into the mist, and you can't see where they attach up there. But they are so tightly configured that it would be hard to get anything larger than a small creature through any of the gaps.
Do you want to climb up?
I mean, I certainly can try.
Should we like roll something to make sure that if you touch this, that like a spike doesn't come out?
Well, that would be checking for a trap, which is something that I'm quite good.
Here we are.
Before you take off, have a little bit of luck, and I reach into my pocket and I pull out a candy wrapper that's got a little bit of chocolate left over, and I say, there you go. And I give you Blessing of the Trickster. So you have advantage on stealth dexterity checks.
Thank you. Love it.
Tuck the wrapper away. Ooh, that's gonna be an 8.
An 8. Yeah, you think the ropes go up? And probably attached to something up.
Oh.
Okay.
That whole looking up
But
thing.
just go with me on this one. I think they go up.
Oh, wait a minute. Say that again. Hold on.
I
Right.
think
Yeah.
they,
Yeah.
the ropes,
Yeah.
go.
Got it. Okay, thank you. They go up.
I'm gonna go ahead and just gently like tug on one with a finger to see if
Okay.
it has any
It's
elasticity.
quite taut, and when you do that, you hear a rumble from way up in the canopy.
Oh boy.
That's good.
I'm gonna back up.
What do you think it is? What is that?
It doesn't sound good.
Maybe.
Is this any kind of configuration as a ranger with survival training? Is this something that I would recognize?
Yeah, sure. Make a survival check.
Okay. 15?
15. Yeah, you feel like you've encountered something like this before. You're pretty sure that if you disturb the ropes too much or cut them, that that it's a trap. That something heavy and hard will fall from above.
Okay.
And squish you.
Okay. But only a small creature could pass through them.
Small creature could pass through it.
Okay.
They could find
Could a
openings.
child?
Yes, a child could potentially find their way through.
Interesting.
How small are you? And what's your name again? Sorry.
Oh, Galinda the Lucky.
Galinda the Lucky, of course.
Yes.
Of course. I wasn't lucky enough to remember your name.
It's all right.
So, how are you small enough?
I'm like a 5-foot dwarf. I
You're
don't
medium?
know, a medium.
Yeah.
I don't know if I'm not small.
Okay.
Not quite small.
Especially with this landscape on my back, it makes me extra wide. Yeah.
Broad-shouldered. a bit,
Very
like.
broad.
That's true.
Here's my question.
Yes.
Technically, I'm a medium creature.
Yes.
I'm about 5 foot as well, and a very lithe female cat with very flexible bone structure. Could I maybe
You wanna-
try and wiggle through?
Catherine Zeta-Jones it through the.
Entrapment.
Yeah.
Everybody back up.
Here, but since you're not doing anything stealthy, let me, one more time, here's another candy wrapper, and I'll give you guidance.
Thank you.
Yep. Just hold on to all my trash.
Put my blade away.
my
kind,
purse,
of, kind of stretch for a second, you know.
Look at Odalus. Wow, fantastic. Very limber.
Acrobatics.
Indeed. That is a 20.
Whoa.
Oh wow.
It is so sexy. All right? There's not even like, because there's no hair, nothing even like brushes against the ropes. It's just like a shadow, just. And he is through to the other side.
Did you see that? That's fantastic. Is there an encore? Oh, man. What a show.
What do you see?
That's my question. Looking at the other opposite
Looking at the
side.
side, yes, you are through the other side, and you have dark vision, right?
I do.
Yeah, you can see that a couple more, maybe 50 feet ahead, it does open up into kind of a square area, again, like a circular town square kind of area. Again, the briars are real thick all over the tall trees. You can see there are 2 buildings, and from here, even in the hush, you hear in a distance kind of a shh noise.
Okay.
But definitely you have found some sort of ruined city.
Okay, looking back on, and about how thick were the ropes that I passed through?
Professor, 10 feet.
10 feet or so? On this opposite end, do I see any sort of triggering mechanism or anything that could possibly be used to disable or hold it at bay?
Investigation.
All right.
She'll have guidance if you want to add to it.
I don't need it.
That's a 21.
At 21. You do not see a triggering mechanism. However, you see steps that have been like ladder steps that have been built into the backside of a tree that climb up right next to where this is.
All right, I'm going to go ahead and climb that as quietly as I can and just keep a watch for anything like a secondary path or some sort of an overarching walkway that goes over this whole issue.
Cool. You climb up to the top and you see way up in the canopy above the mist, there is a net that has been strung out filled with boulders. And all of these ropes are attached to the crisscrossing ropes that go through, so that if you were to cut any of them, they would slide out and boulders would fall. Really, the only way to get through is you can see there's no disarming trigger.
Well, sorry.
Perhaps the rest of us don't go up there. Just a guess.
We take the helmet from the armor they gave us and dig a tunnel? Or do we have time for that? So we can go under.
Dig a tunnel. I could also, we could stand back and trigger the trap.
Yeah.
And get the boulders and then
Get out
just
of
go
the
over
way.
them. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to do it?
I've got a crossbow. If that's
Carter's got a
interesting.
crossbow.
Yeah.
I mean,
Yeah.
The rope on
Very
the edge of
do
there,
that.
like the edge of the.
Yeah, you can reach out and touch the ropes that are underneath the boulders.
Okay, so I'll do is I'll come back down and as quietly as I can through the opening there, be like,
Back up into the previous zone. I'll cut from up top.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Okay, cool.
so as they all back
Okay.
out of the area,
Back up.
I'll curve around, climb back up, come to the edge, pull out one of my short swords, and just hack it as hard as I can.
Awesome. Yeah, one rope goes away. You hear, and boulders fall to the ground. Pound, pound. That shake makes some of the other ropes go, and more boulders fall. There's a big crash, and you notice that all of the boulders have now fallen to the ground.
Great. They don't know we're coming.
I come back down and start,
Yes.
is there any like path between the boulders where I can kind of just clamber over and
You can
guide
climb over
through?
pretty
Yeah.
easily, yeah. So you guys can climb over fairly easily at this point. Cool.
What is the attitude of the man on the back of Firos?
He's again pretty tranced out.
He's cool.
Yeah. He has not responded to this particularly.
I feed him a piece of carrot.
He likes that a lot. He just kind of sucks on it. Though.
Yeah.
There's no like his teeth are kind of old.
I'm really upset that we did this.
Oh, I have plans for him.
So dark.
How do you mean?
You never know with this one.
He's also getting a makeover.
Oh, yes. No, this is definitely the swan, but also, I remember that. No, he's a bargaining chip because he's been here before and he got out.
That's true.
So if we need to do a swap, I'm thinking we could do a swap.
There it is.
No, there is a child
Nope.
that needs help.
This is very practical.
Thank you.
I respect it.
Appreciate that.
I'm with that
Judge
plan.
me.
I just say
You're
nothing.
trying to have sex with a rock.
Hey, you don't know that.
All right.
She flirted with me. She came on to me.
Should we crawl over?
You all crawl over?
Oh, let's go.
You all crawl over safely.
right.
Bernard
Galinda-
enjoys the ride a little bit. It's sort of a fun adventure for him.
Galinda,
like that?
Galinda swipes a pebble, puts
Oh,
it
there
in
you
her
go.
pocket.
Keep a pebble.
Keep a pebble.
Yeah.
It's probably lucky.
It is.
Well, it's next
We
to
didn't
those
get
rappers.
crushed. Means something.
That's right.
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
You step forward into this clearing, very wide clearing, and here you can now fully hear there is a waterfall somewhere in the distance, the crash of water that comes down over the edge, and some more light, some more of the daylight pierces through the under the canopy here. On this clearing, there are really only two distinct features. There is a very large square stone building that is covered in vines and greenery that has grown up over the years, and another round tower that has they both have doors in them that also has vines kind of growing up around it. Yeah, that's what you see.
Any preference on pathways, Ranger?
Do I have?
What did you say? My goodness. So ominous.
He's just like super pumped that he got those things down.
I'm still getting over the stealth situation. It's fantastic.
I appreciate that.
Do I? Can I do some kind of check here? Investigation?
I mean, they would just be perception.
Okay.
At this point, sort of see
Whoa.
what feels better.
That's a 2.
That's a 2.
Yeah, you're like just happy to be hanging out with the group.
Yeah.
And like, yeah.
Just love my friends.
Do you remember where you heard the shushing from? If it was coming from a building or if it was just a shushing?
That like staticky sound, yeah.
That was the water, wasn't it?
Yeah.
I thought
That was definitely only water.
Yeah, he's pretty sure it was.
Yeah.
It was before it was loud. It was the water, the sort of quiet sound.
right. The gentle, distant remains now. A slightly louder.
Okay.
It's making me have to pee. Oh.
So you said that there's like
There's a tower and there's a building that are sort of stone,
Right, and the vines are currently
kind
gathered
of
around.
all gathering around
on
the
both of them?
buildings. Yes.
Approaching the smaller building or so, very quietly, does it look like there's a window or any sort of opening to look at the interior?
No, no windows. What you do see up top is that the roof has collapsed. You can see it probably was a much taller tower, but now only appears to be 20 feet tall.
Okay. I'm going to go ahead and very carefully and quietly clamber up the side using the vines to look over the top and see what the interior of this partially collapsed tower looks like.
When you touch the vine, it pierces you, as well as you take 4 poison.
Oh, no. Odorless.
But how,
Oh, how much? 4 poison as well as 3 piercing.
All right. It's cookie.
Ah!
You all right?
Is that poison oak? No? Poison ivy?
Don't climb the vine!
All right.
Okay. Not climbing the vine.
Cathra will approach you and take a look at this wound. And I'm not going to roll for this. I'll just be like, yeah, that's a hurtful vine. But also do a cure wounds to give you some extra
Nice.
hit points back. Because she can't stand to see animals suffer. You get 4 hit points back.
Thank you.
Right in your little paw. No. I did. I pulled the little paw out of your paw. Yeah.
I pull back
There.
and like you see a really intense kind of glare trying to be defensive, but you hear this ever so faint, unexpected purring noise. And they back up a little bit.
Yes.
All right, so not the vines. Maybe we try and go through the building.
How about I just break the door down? Come on, let's have some fun.
Let's do it.
That's fun.
Well, to me it is.
Should we check for traps
Oh, maybe we should do
before
that
you
first.
go breaking down the
All right. Very well.
Who among us is perceptive?
Me? No, I'm kidding.
I have +1.
Okay, all right.
Investigate to see if there's any other things beyond the terrible vines. That would be 12.
A 12. You don't think that the door is trapped?
How about it?
Gonna
All
break
right.
it down. Here,
Everybody.
here. Have this pebble. It gives you strength from the Lady Luck, and you get guidance
really
because
looking
it's a
forward to it.
cantrip.
Just looking forward to a candy wrapper.
Yeah. Would you like?
I was really looking forward to a candy wrapper.
Here.
Not to be
another
picky.
candy
I'm a
wrapper.
royal. I have an
Can I have
attitude.
my rock back then?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Thank you.
I pull out my 2 wrappers and go,
It's not as special anymore.
Nope.
Go. Oh, thank you. All right, so I bust the door down.
Bust the door down. Warhammer style?
Oh, yeah.
Just you can do it with your weapon, or you can do it with your brute force.
I was going to do it with brute force.
Go for
shield.
it. Athletics check.
Yeah. 17.
Plus.
There's not even door.
and add the
Yeah.
D4
Plus-
because you got
plus
guts.
Oh, and the D4.
Plus 6.
Oh, and your guidance.
And my
The
guidance.
20
Go for the full number, man. Make it
23.
big. Absolutely. 1.
So lucky rapper.
I mean, still, you know.
There's not even any door left. He just like bursts a shoulder into it and like splinters. This is old, soggy wood, so it just kind of like folds in on itself and flops to the side.
Look at what I did to the door. Did you see that?
You couldn't put it back right even if you wanted to.
Look at it.
Did you want to scavenge some of the door?
Yeah, can I loot the door?
You can take the door. It's heavy because it's a wood. The wood's all filled with water.
Yeah.
You know, it's like a soft wet wood now.
Yeah.
But you can have it if you want.
Yeah. How much soft wet wood is that?
PG-13.
I got 2 balls and some soft wet wood.
You're almost there.
You're almost there. Exactly.
All right.
Great.
That would be a door's worth. It's kind of cutting up.
A door's worth?
A door's a door's worth of soft wet wood. Cool.
Oh,
Okay.
there we are.
Fantastic. Looking into the tower beyond the soft wet wood. Here we go. Okay. In front of you, you see this large round room. Along the walls, you can see that there have been etchings of some kind in there. And in the very center of the room, there's a circular crest made of gold. And in the center, there is a symbol of a moon made of silver.
Ooh. Ooh. Does this look familiar to me? The moon? The crest? Would I recognize it from history?
Make a history check.
All right, let me see. That's not great. No, an 8.
No, I don't think you would recognize it from history. However, you have a little sinking feeling, not sinking feeling, you have a little inkling that it might be maybe more religious in your background.
Oh. Could I try and do
You want to do religion?
Maybe it's not historical, actually. It's still crappy. Damn it, 7.
Moonish religion-y stuff.
Not really into astrology. I just kind of trust in things.
You do.
Yeah.
You do.
Does
I admire that.
Does it look like this has been abandoned, or has this been taken care of?
Yeah, looking up, you see that the roof is collapsed in, and you do see like wood around the perimeter that probably belonged to stairs or an upper level at some point. Make a perception check.
Good. It's 11.
Yeah, you don't really notice anything.
The etchings along the walls you said
Yes.
you saw? Is it a language that perhaps one of us might recognize?
Yeah, you can make an intelligence check of some kind.
That's an 18.
No, they are not a language. You're almost positive it's not a language. It's definitely symbols or runes of some kind.
Do the etchings on the wall seem to match the symbol on the floor?
They do not.
Okay.
And now that you are looking at them,
Oh, that's always a good sign. Yay!
this is what you see. So, kind of circling around the room like that.
Woo.
That is what you see.
Oh. Boy.
Should we search Bernard's pockets again? We didn't do that with the rocks.
Yeah.
I don't know, maybe.
Yeah,
Does he recognize any of this? Is he comfortable in this room, or he's still in that weird?
He does not. He has not responded to this room. No.
Can I check it for any type of history or royal bearings?
Yeah, go ahead and make a
The
history
moon
check.
and the crest and just 4 + 1, 5.
It's pretty.
Tis.
Pretty.
Tis.
So, yeah.
I have some religion. I can try.
Do you? On a good day? Yeah?
I can try.
Here, maybe the lady will guide you. I give you guidance.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Okay. So then that's going to be.
Oh, no.
The lady is not into me today. It's a 10.
It's a 10.
Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see any historical significance or
Annabella,
religious significance.
have you any knowledge or specialty in things of the arcane nature?
Yes!
Why don't you have a look at these walls?
I want to look at the wall. Look at the wall.
There we are.
17 + 5.
Plus 5.
Ooh, yes, girl.
They're not magical. However, no, they're not magical. Were you looking at the crest as well?
Sure was.
Yes, I was. Yes, I was.
That was good.
You have noticed that, interestingly, of all the debris that has fallen down from the roof, from about 10 feet in, It's very clean, almost sort of magically clean.
I take a small rock and just throw it on the little sigil.
It clatters along the floor as though it were floor.
I run up and pick it up. Ooh!
As you run forward into that space, you do not make it to the stone.
Oh.
Make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh, that's not my strong point for Galinda. Oh, it's not just straight dexterity, which I don't have a 12. Oh, saving
12?
throw?
Saving throw.
Still 12.
Still 12?
Yeah.
As you take your first step past that 10 feet, your foot hits nothing. You stumble forward. You're able to get your balance just to rear back. However, your foot hits something below, and you take 3 piercing and 4 poison.
Ow! There's something bit me under the rock.
What? Are you all right? No?
Yeah. What did you say? 3 and 4?
3 and 4.
Okay. Ouch.
Catherine does not attempt to cure your wounds because,
That's okay.
and it's only because you're not a cat.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll do a healing. I'll do a little healing on you.
Oh, goodness. You're so kind.
Like one time.
All right.
A healing word. Don't
Okay.
do that again.
Not to.
Let's think before we act.
Most healing of words.
That was my healing word.
To live
Don't do that. Look both ways before you cross the street.
Left
So
and right.
I think you roll for that.
I'm gonna roll for
forward.
that. I'm gonna roll for that.
1d4 plus 4.
So a 2 + 4 is 6.
Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh.
You good?
I'm good.
Right.
I'm good.
Do you tell us that your foot seemed to hit a nothingness?
Yeah, it was like there was something like not there, but it was like under there. There was like something there. I don't know.
Okay. So there's illusion magic.
Yeah, it's like
you're
there's
going on?
something under it.
So there's danger.
It's like, you know, when you go up the stairs in the middle of the night, and you think there's one more stair, but there's not, and you kind of like flick through it. It's
I've
kinda
done
like
that every night. Every night. How do you know me so well?
Well, we're workout buddies. Yeah.
I lean into Veros and I say,
How about you show what's down there, what you did to the door?
Cat lady odorless, I like you. I'm not sure about that though. Kind of don't want to be poisoned or, hit. Yes.
I
But-
respect that.
We can't see it. That's the problem,
And none of us has dispelled magic.
No, don't.
No?
Just really
No,
sad.
no.
Oh.
So what we do? Can I throw Bernard at it?
Just
I mean, I like him now, but I don't love him. Like the stones, the rocks. I didn't say I love the rocks. I said I like the rocks. All right, I don't know how I feel about the rocks. I'm still processing it, It's new, it's fresh.
Anything that the town offered us in our payment, which we took, could anything from that be of use in this situation? Like maybe the necklace?
Up to you.
Necklace is mine.
Whoa.
Relax.
Sorry.
We might need it.
Sorry, instinct.
wait. We took the payment in advance.
Oh, yes. Are you kidding me? You always get a deposit. Yeah, I did.
All right.
I took the necklace.
And why don't we
She
just
has the
leave?
painting, and you took the
No,
carrots.
Odalas took the necklace.
Okay,
Yeah, I
you
know
took the
you took the
necklace.
She has the necklace.
Oh, I
She's
took
the
a
painting.
journal.
You took the
Definitely
journal.
took a journal. Is the journal empty?
Yeah, it's just beautifully handmade leaf paper.
Leaf paper.
Leaf paper.
We
Said
can
leaf
talk.
paper.
We could talk when this is done.
So the rock that landed on top of the sigil,
Still standing there.
It's still standing there. It didn't fall through.
It didn't fall through.
Interesting.
and I go reach forward and kind of scoop my hand, almost as if to pass through the floor to pick up the pebble to see if it impedes my.
It does. It stops you. It looks solid.
What? Why does it hate me?
I don't know. You're very kind.
Go try it again.
Gotta want to.
Why just you?
All right, how about this?
Hates dwarves.
I'm going to invoke duplicity.
Ooh.
And make a second Galinda. Send her forth.
Okay. Tell me about this Galinda. Is she like you in every sense?
She is. She's just like me. We're twinsies. Yeah, but she's an illusion.
She's an illusion.
Yeah,
All right.
yeah. But I make her appear, and we have like a little secret handshake that we
Okay.
do. And then I'm like, all right, go get me that rock, because I'm pretty sure that rock is lucky. And I want that rock.
Yeah, Galenda walks out. She seems safe.
Oh, why is she safe?
I don't know. You're both fantastic.
I don't know what to do. That's all I got.
There's also the tower.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're in the tower.
This is the
now.
tower. There's a it's like a
this-
rectangular building. Yeah.
The building.
The other one.
The building, yeah.
Maybe
Well.
they're related.
Yeah, maybe there's a clue in there.
Want to go check it out?
All right, why not? Let's
All
go.
right.
All right.
Do it.
You walk out. Back through the clearing again. This kind of the roar of the waterfall makes everything a little bit muffled. As you come to the front doors of this rectangular building, you see more sort of moon iconography on the double doors there. These are not impeded by vines. For some reason, the doors have been kind of left alone.
I'm gonna check the doors for traps.
Go for it.
8.
They don't appear trapped to you.
It's fine. It's great.
Yeah, well, go for it then.
Yeah, aye.
You're gonna
Go
bash
for
through
it.
doors?
I don't know. I mean, should I?
Yeah.
I don't know when to jump the gun, you know? Maybe there's a handle that opens it, you know?
Try the handle.
There's a handle.
Okay, here's the thing. I'm going to use the handle first. I know it's deep. Just stay with me. I'm going to turn the handle. If it opens, I don't have to break the door down.
I lean over to Glenn and say,
He's learning.
Okay, here we go.
Baby steps.
I'm so
baby
proud.
steps.
Yeah.
Next it'll be forks. We'll teach them how to use them. Yes.
Don't get ahead of
Yeah,
yourself.
that makes me nervous, please. Already, okay, anyway. So go with the handle. Here we are.
You touch the handle.
Yeah.
You turn it.
Yeah.
The door opens.
Look at that! Did you see that?
So proud of you.
See how it opened?
Boy, the bar is low.
Thank you.
All right, you walk into this very large space. This does have some windows along the side. On the floor in front of you, you see a beautiful mosaic of this space that you've been in, almost like a bird's eye view. There's sort of a circular clearing, there's a rectangular building and a tower, and then sort of a mosaic of the waterfall that is just beyond the cliff off to the, I don't know, northish. You see that on the floor, and written in Elvish, which you speak? You can read?
I do.
I do.
yes,
Because,
I
yeah,
can.
okay.
I know languages.
You know language, there you
I
go.
do.
Those of you who can speak Elvish, you see that it reads Unva Luna. Ahead of you, there's sort of an altar with some beautiful fabrics on it. As you walk in this space, Bernard taps Kathradar on the shoulder and points.
Look up.
Look up.
Look up. I look up.
You look up. It's very dark. Unfortunately, you can't really make anything out up there.
Does anyone have like a light spell or something like that? Cantrip?
No.
No?
Even with, I don't have dark vision, but even those,
Whoever has dark vision can look.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You have dark vision. You look up. Okay. With just the little bit of light that's able to kind of pierce through and go up there, you see that there are some tiles that are mirrored and reflect just the little bit of light that's coming through, and you see these symbols written on the ceiling.
Oh.
Okay.
For those of you in the audience, I'll describe to you what is happening. We have received symbols.
Slow down.
So many symbols. Ooh.
Yeah.
So on the ceiling, is it just those 4?
Just those 4. Now, this one appears to be, this is by the door, this is by the apps, and these 2 are on the sides by the windows.
Door, apps, windows. Okay.
Oh, there it is.
All right. I don't know.
Okay.
They're all accounted for.
How tall is the ceiling?
This is a very tall ceiling, 40 feet, something like that.
Okay.
I investigate if I can, the space by each, like underneath where each of
Underneath
these
each
symbols
one?
are, and to see if there's any sort of an interactive device or a stone that might signify something that we could connect or
Yeah,
touch.
investigation.
That would be 20.
Yeah, you don't see anything that kind of, like device or anything like that. However, it does seem like this top symbol is over kind of by where the waterfall is. The one on the left kind of is over this like room, the space that you're in now. And this one appears to be kind of hovering over the tower.
This one here? All right. This is over by the.
And this is where like where you are
Right.
within this map.
Gotcha.
It's right over the top of where this building is.
And this is the door here?
represented. And that would be the door.
All right.
So,
What do you think?
tower, door. We don't know what this one is, though?
That's over the space, like the representation of the building that you're in.
Oh, current building. Okay, so. Building.
Well, I figure we should go check out the waterfall and see at least what that has holding. Maybe that'll fill in the gaps.
Agreed.
Agreed.
I think it was good that you collected that soggy door. I don't know. All right, let's keep going.
I think it's going to help us a lot.
I think so.
Soggy door.
So the actual waterfall, the physical,
Yes.
real water. Okay, so you walk towards that sound. You do see that there have been steps that have been cut into the side of the cliff going down into the depths, right next to the waterfall.
Like behind it?
Not behind it, next to it. So where the waterfall crests over, you see there's sort of like a step back and forth stairs that go down next to the waterfall.
Grouse, you're nodding like you have an idea of what to do with these steps.
I know. Just stay with me, ready? I'm on a roll with this. I say we go down the steps. Come on. Give it to me. Come on.
So proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you're doing so good.
Thanks.
Just the basics.
This
I
is on
love
no
it.
ale. No ale.
Brilliant.
know.
Yeah.
All right.
Galinda wants to go down just a little bit and peek around and do like a stone cunning check to make sure that these stairs are still structurally
Absolutely.
intact. Is that, that's not good. I actually don't know. That's not good at all. I'm not sure what I add to this, but I rolled a natural 4.
Ooh, a
So
natural 4.
a natural 4 plus probably something that's not going to get me above a 10.
Very much more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they look okay to you.
They look great.
Well, should we roll? She's a dwarf.
Yeah.
No, I don't mean to suggest anything, but
Yeah, no. I appreciate it.
You know, witches and rocks, dwarves.
Yeah.
Riches and rock piles.
yes. All right, so do you go down them?
Yeah, I guess so. I guess I'll go down.
All right, you walk down, nothing happens to you.
Nothing's happened. It's great. Is it like pretty? Is it like Jungle Cruise style? Like this is behind water.
Yeah, as you come down, it is very sort of beautiful and pristine. It's, again, this really overgrown, kind of beautiful, untouched forest. As you reach the bottom, there's a little landing. You can see that where the mist of the water sort of permeates the air and the river continues.
Is there a
Is it-
boat?
Is there a what?
A boat?
A boat? You don't see a boat.
Do we see any more runes or sigils carved
Make a
anywhere?
perception check.
Man, rolling like crap. 5.
Nope.
Could I go
It's
ahead?
so
and-
pretty.
Can I walk around to where the waterfall is landing and look behind it? see if
Yeah,
there's any.
absolutely.
thing-
Investigate.
That's 14.
There's no particular way to get like around behind the waterfall. However, you can tell that there is empty space beyond it.
If I could, and you're welcome to follow if you so care to.
Jump into the water and swim beneath the waterfall to try and come up beneath the other side.
All right.
Can we check for monsters?
Roll a monster check.
You guys really fly by the seat of your pants. Can we just like
Sometimes
be
you have
10
to just
steps-
jump into adventure.
Come on.
Come on, Anna, come on. This is join us. What could possibly go wrong?
Exactly. I
Okay.
ask myself that every day.
You've already kidnapped a dude.
There's use there?
You have a dark streak.
All right.
We going?
Yeah,
All right, he's gone.
he's going.
If RPGs have taught me anything, it's that there's always something behind waterfalls. Always.
And it's illegal if a game developer doesn't put something behind it.
It is.
Yeah,
Like-
that's the law.
On 46 days.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, let's go.
You slide in. It's actually not that difficult. The waterfall is not that high, so it's not causing too much of a sort of undertow. You're able to kind of slide underneath, and you do come up in a small sort of pool. Looking into this space, you see a mound of glittering gold, just 15 feet tall. filled with little sparkles of jewels. As you scan over to the right, you see cages made of thick tree wood logs. They've all been sort of lashed together, and there are heavy rocks put on top of the cages. You see in most of them, you see bones that are green, covered in moss. In 2 of them, however, you do see figures of some kind.
Are there any child footprints anywhere on the floor? Any footprints at all?
Make an investigation check.
Have we gone through yet?
If you guys
Have we all
followed.
swam through?
Yeah, you
As
guys
they,
were on the
as
other
they all
side.
follow, I
Yeah.
pull a torch out and light it just to
Okay.
bring light into the chamber for my.
Less inclined in the darkness, friends.
I have a 12.
You have a 12. You don't see any footprints of children, no.
But do we see any more with some light in the chamber? Any details of what these figures are in the cages?
Yes, you do. You see that they appear to be humanoid. They're both lying on the ground. One of them is not moving. The other does seem to stir a little.
Looks like the one's alive, at least.
Can I run over and inspect this, whoever this is?
Okay,
Can I get
the
a
one
look?
that's moving?
Yeah.
Yeah, as you approach, you see that it is a young girl with blonde hair.
Oh, I'll ask, like, Aurora.
She twitches a little and kind of moves. You can see that she's very gaunt, as if she hasn't eaten in a few days. She kind of looks over at you and she goes,
Wrappers! Candy wrappers!
Excess chocolate.
Scraping out whatever excess chocolate we have.
yeah, she reaches a hand out to you and says, help me.
I pass her a carrot. Don't eat that. That's garbage food. Make healthy choices.
She takes both and licks the wrappers and bites of the. She's just taking in whatever nourishment that she can. She just says, thank you, but you must hide. She'll be back any moment.
Who?
Kalumna.
The witch!
I don't know.
Oh, come on,
As she
somebody else.
says this,
Hide!
as she says this, the little bit of light that was coming in through the waterfall, a shadow crosses, a huge shadow,
Pick it up, go.
blocking
Hide.
out the light.
Are we still pass without trace? Quick question.
You are not. That was hours ago.
Sorry.
Do it again.
I can do it again really fast. Oh, hide. And I do pass without
Okay,
a trace,
pass without a
and then we
trace.
hide.
And then you hide. Everyone
Yeah.
make stealth check.
You get plus 10.
You get plus 10.
Plus 10.
Right.
Do I still have your blessing of the trickster?
Negative. You know what? Let me see how long that lasts.
24.
24.
It lasts 1 hour, so yes, I think you do.
Do I still have-
Okay, yeah, an hour and 3.
What?
26 for Galinda.
Okay.
23 for me.
Nice, Annabella.
23.
Whew, all right, you all. It's just like. Freeze. And it's just something, but you're all dirty and sweaty from the journey, and you just kind of blend into the gross dirtiness of it all. As you blend into the sort of walls at the back, you do see a horned head of a dragon pierce through the waterfall and step through, walking very carefully. She kind of looks over towards her cages and smiles a little at the corner. One thing you notice that is interesting about this dragon, her wings appear to be useless. They're burned and ragged with holes in them, and they kind of lay against her back, useless. As well as one claw, she drags it. She can't really use it to walk. She's sort of dragging that one claw limply along the ground. She walks over and she settles herself on top of this mound of gold, kind of pulling it in around her like a security blanket, and closes her eyes.
What color dragon is she?
She is green.
I whisper to Veros. I say, I'm sorry for chastising you. It's not a witch, it's a dragon.
It's a lame green dragon.
Dragon.
Yeah, she looks a little ragged. What do you make of it?
I was just trying to compliment you.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah.
Now's not a great time for this conversation.
Sorry, Galinda and I have a connection. Similar to the rocks, but not as deep. Anyway.
So, do you wish to think we can outrun this creature, grab her and go? Or do you want to use this moment for a bit of surprise?
Well, if we just take Aurora and go, the dragon's just gonna kidnap somebody else. So
With lame leg? I'm not so sure.
And they could hire us again to find It's called a business.
It's true. Planned obsolescence. I like it.
At this moment, you see the dragon's head lift a little bit.
Wow.
It turns, stands up, and starts to walk forward. Has not seen you, but is starting to sense something was talking.
Okay, I feel like we're gonna fight. Can we put something in Bernard's mouth so he doesn't scream and take him off your back so you're more like
Yeah, sure.
ready to go?
Let's go. Get the hell off me.
Handkerchief in the mouth.
Last finger goes down.
I take off my landscape and I hide Bernard under the landscape. Behind the painting.
As I'm counting down with my fingers,
Yes, okay.
I'm glaring at the creature. Can I go ahead and use my insightful fighting
Go for it.
ability? So I use my insight versus its deception.
It's deception.
Yes. Yeah, poop.
Ah, poop.
I know, that's still a 10.
Okay. Oh, yeah. 23.
All right, so, however, it doesn't know we're here, so
Right.
as soon as that last finger goes down, I just rush out, both blades out, and
All right.
try and attack.
Make an attack.
All right.
Go for it.
That is a 23
Absolutely.
and a natural 20. All right. Would, it knows that something's around. though.
Yes.
So would I get sneak attack on this or not?
Yes, absolutely.
Okay.
And you can have your advantage because you came out of hide. Yeah.
That's right, so that would be advantage
would be
technically.
advantaged.
So the first hit is a critical then.
It is.
The second one with advantage. Natural 19.
Two
So
hits. All right, go for it.
That's a crit on the sneak
Yeah,
attack.
that's
That
a
actually
crit on
worked
the
out well. All right, so
Is that two crits?
triple ones.
Triple
on the D6. That's 3 and 1, 1, 2.
And 1, 1, 2.
That is amazing. It's almost the worst possible sneak attack crit
Thank you,
I could have
Timora.
got. That was wonderful.
Thanks, Timora.
Shouldn't have messed with the wrappers.
All right, anyway, sorry, that's 3. 7 plus 3, 10 points of piercing damage on the
Okay.
first crit,
Here's crit.
and 6 points on the offhand strike.
Okay. As this hits her, she turns and she sees you and she goes, "Fool! Whose side are you on?"
Bitch, my own.
Rest of you can take surprise rounds if you want.
Yeah, also.
Because you're all hiding.
Oh boy. Oh my goodness.
No, that means something. What if she was protecting the girl?
Yeah, can I do a calm emotions
You can.
for her? Is this a dumb one to do?
I don't think so.
Can we like settle her down and try
No,
to
I
talk
think
to her
this
for
is
a
good.
second?
Adolis is in his own world right now.
I know, like he's trying to kill her, but
Yeah.
like,
I
The
mean,
dragon talks, one. I mean, speaks English.
it's a humanoid. Is only for calm emotions.
okay, great. So then I say shatter.
You say shatter.
We'll go the other way.
So you're gonna go ahead and shatter in her
I'm
space.
gonna shatter.
All right, go ahead. Let me. What do I save against? I think, right?
Casting one action 60 feet.
We got 2 minutes.
When you cast a spell using a spell set, your damage increases 1d8 for the slot level above 2 seconds.
Let me look it up here.
Look
Hold
it
on.
up.
Shatter. Shatter. We'll do this fast.
That's 3d8 thunder damage on a failed save and half as much on a successful one.
And I'm saving on a Constitution.
It's Constitution saving throw. Yep.
That's some real D&D right there.
Yeah.
17. I think that's higher than yours. But I take half.
Correct.
Okay, so you're gonna roll your 3d8.
This one?
2, and then twice more.
8,
Yep.
10.
4.
14.
Here we go.
All right. One thing you notice is that she's taken it. She's definitely not as tough as you expected this dragon to be. When she takes your hit, she turns to you. She says, "Leave the girl to me. You can see she's rotten, can't you?"
No, we're gonna trade. I'm taking the girl. You get the old man, and then we're getting the fuck out of here. Anybody? What did she say to that? He's right under this painting. Already gagged.
We'll toss in the painting for free.
She says, "No, the old man is meaningless to me. It's the
Okay.
girl that is a danger."
You're about to see something really special. I'm going to Warhammer this bitch.
Go for it.
9.
Yes,
6, 9.
but plus
Plus.
your +6, so 15.
Yeah.
15?
15.
Unfortunately, you miss.
Yeah.
As you are coming up to attack, it just bounces off her scales. Wherever you hit her is like the one place she's still strong.
Can Galinda go over and start trying to break the girl out of the
Yes, she can.
cage? That's what she's going to do. I'm going to go and get the rock off of the top of the cage.
Trying to push it off?
I'm trying to push it off.
Strength
and see if I
check,
can get
athletics
her up.
check, yeah.
I'm gonna
Okay,
try to
okay,
distract
okay,
this
okay.
dragon at the same time.
Uh-huh.
We're over it. We got 5 minutes left.
Natural
we're over
20 from Galinda.
A natural
Guys,
20.
guys.
I've got motherly rage! Oh.
You push it off, and not only does it fall off, but as it does, it breaks some of the tree logs as it falls, creating a gap wide enough for her to crawl out. Aurora crawls out. She says, "Thank you. We have to go right now."
You go, run. We'll take care of the dragon.
She starts to run out towards the waterfall.
I try and guard her.
You guard her and running
Make
with her?
sure-
Okay.
Make sure she gets out.
You want to do something in a surprise?
What I was gonna do is distract the dragon to try to make an opportunity for you.
Okay.
But I think I will. I think that Catherine will be like, "Hey, dragon to dragon."
Yes.
Right? we could. I know you're so mad
You're
right
so
now.
metallic.
I think that we can settle this with words. My friends are terrifyingly insane.
Persuasion check with advantage.
Okay.
The whole time I'm staking the girl. Staking the girl.
That is going to be a 19.
A 19. She stops and she looks at you and she says, "Oh, you are all foolish. What you have done will wreak greater havoc than I ever could.
Oh.
Take the girl, but don't blame me if all goes wrong." And she slips out of the waterfall and walks away into the forest.
That's not great.
No. Well. Well, we've got the girl, so.
The Lady Timora will protect us. We're fine.
Believe you're right.
Right.
All right, you have the girl. You go back through the woods this time, remembering especially your ranger. You find your way back very easily. You get home. You get back to Twin Lakes Passage. Everyone is overjoyed to see you, and they've set up a huge celebration, not only for the rescue of the girl, but also because it is her 13th birthday, and you've returned her in time.
Oh no. I know what that means.
I don't. Is that really bad?
Continue.
You all sit down to eat. You meet the lovely godmothers that have taken her in, the Brightree sisters, Fifi and Persimmon. They are
Hello.
so generous to you. They thank you graciously for bringing their daughter back. That night at midnight, in the middle of the revelry, the two sisters stand. The little girl stands. Both of their skins begin to melt and warp and change, and 3 hags stand before you, now with the power of 12th level spellcasters, a coven ready to do you in. Done.
Oh my goodness. You were right, yeah. Hey, it's still a witch.
Right.
You still saved her.
It's still-
Yeah, it was good.
Oh.
Yay! Good job.
Yeah.
What about the rock with the eyeshadow? Did they?
The rocks with the eyeshadow.
Hey, look, you know, we're working it out. It's a long-distance relationship. But we're going to give it a try. So,
You guys are really cute together.
thank you so much.
We weren't hired to stop a hag, so we still succeeded.
Yeah.
Tech
Yeah.
hunt, yes.
100% success rate.
Yeah. That was awesome. Thank you.
Thank you.
Give it up for Deborah and Will.
Go.